When black people qualify as a racist, any black man or woman who defends their own against devils, such as those within the pale-skinned group, are called many things, and racist so happens to be one of the latest. Until I have enslaved you for more than 300 years, raped your girls, your mother, and your boys, established a wealthy nation from your labor, burned out, beat, and lynched you during Reconstruction, demonized you in the media, reduced jobs and good education in your community, seeded guns within your communities, created and doctored laws tailored for locking up the maximum number of pale-skinned persons, only then will I, a black man, be a racist. This is your host, T. West. Welcome to Afro Synergy.
You want to see a person who hates his race and you're looking high and low? Well, look no further, you're in the right place. Welcome to the Crispy Show.
What up, everybody?
Shout out to Sodnetta Studio, right? Because you don't get stuff like this nowhere. This is changing. This is changing entertainment. It's changing education. This is epic. Y'all better receive Sodnetta Studio.
When you ready for the latest breakdowns, latest news, latest presentations, there's only one place to go, and that is Sodnetta Studios. Black man wake up, black woman wake up. Sodnetta Studio, the greatest media on the planet. We right back at you. Thank you for having me, House of Consciousness. I love you. Peace.
Check out the channel, Sodnetta Studios. The brother's going to be bringing a lot of lectures, Stu. You get your live lectures. You're going to get some on-point documentaries and things of that nature. So make sure that you subscribe, spread the word, let your peoples know Sodnetta Studio is the new channel. All right, peace.
Tune in.
I'm bringing that up because when you go home tonight, if you haven't already, I need you. Your daughter and your son need you. Our babies need you to go to GoFundMe.com/Dr. Umar, DRUMAR, and make a donation. So how much of that 900,000? How much of that 900,000 do we have right now? Well, at last count, we had about 320,000. If you go to GoFundMe, we got about 85, 88, almost 90,000 raised on GoFundMe. But there's another 200,000+ in the bank from all those checks and money orders y'all been mailing in. So we got 1/3 of the money, Atlanta. 1/3. We 1/3 there. We got 2/3 to go. Now I'm sure there's a hater or two present tonight. My God. I'm still trying to figure out, what is it about me that gets so much attention from the naysayers? I ain't got no friends. fancy gadgets, no fancy tricks. I don't claim to have been born in the moon and descended here. Just a regular black man. But the haters love to make me an object of intense scrutiny. And because of that, I can't tell y'all the name of the school. I can't tell you. Because let me tell you what some haters did when the St. Paul's fundraiser started almost a year ago. They got on the phone and called the auction, called the president, called the board of directors and told them that I was a fraud and I wasn't serious and I wasn't raising no money or I was putting it in my pocket. I'm getting calls from Virginia talking about what is going on. We're getting emails and phone calls from people who know you asking questions about whether or not this is real. Undermining what the hell I'm trying to do. When I told people I got my doctorate degree, jealous idiots started calling the college I graduated from. They sending me emails. What is wrong with your people? Do you know how embarrassing that is? To get a phone call from white people talking about your people, Mr. Black Man, are trying to bring you down without our help. This is real. I just don't want to die. So I gotta keep great voice. We've had several. But I'm hoping I want to die like Dr. King down the street who left something after he gone. I love the speeches. I'm a born orator. I got the blood of Frederick Douglass in my body. I love this. Medgar Evers. People who had great oration but left a legacy for somebody. I don't want to be like some of my brothers who just want to spend their whole life teaching and regurgitating information they read out of another person's book and give them no credit for it. I don't want to be one of them. I want to leave an institution for our young people, but y'all got to help me. Stop putting it all on my shoulders. I'm not going to quit. I'm going to do it until the wheels fall off, but I don't want them to keep on buying up every college we look at because we've taken too long to raise the money. And some of y'all sending in $5 donations, but you got a $500 hairstyle on your head. Some of y'all sending in $20 donations, but you got a $700 big truck car note that you paid every month. So it's okay to give Nike $250 for some new LeBrons. But you ain't got $250 for a new reality for black children. I was backstage, I got a text. Somebody said Damon Dash is in town. Good, I want to meet with him. Okay, Rockefeller, Papafeller, whatever. I need some money. So if anybody know where Dame at, let me know. All right, because we need to have a conversation. He talking about he can generate all this money. I respect the brother. He got good business sense. Let's sit down and have a conversation. But don't make this fundraiser about rich blacks. Film producers. Spook Lee and John Simpleton. Tyler Ferry and don't tell him I said that. I need a check. Sometimes you gotta be quiet. Somebody told me yesterday that the city of Atlanta wants to give Tyler Perry like 100 acres to build a massive entertainment and movie production complex. Now some of y'all say that'd be nice. Yeah, but you're missing one thing. They not investing in that for you. That's for the new Atlanta. Or better yet, the old Atlanta. Let me tell you how this works. We're going to put Tyler Perry's face on the new entertainment complex so black people think it's all for them. And when that complex gets erected, the property value goes up quadruple. And then all the black folk who thought it was for them can't even afford to live around there. Same thing they did in Brooklyn when they put Jay-Z's face on the Brooklyn Nets and moved millions of black folk out of Brooklyn, raise the property value, and send them out homeless. Use a black face when you want to erase.
Talk about it.
White folks ain't putting no money in you. You don't even invest in yourself. So I'm going to go back down to Baltimore and do some work. I'm going to start a youth chapter down there. I love Baltimore. If you've never been to the Great Blacks and Wax Museum, go check it out. I was on CNN. Some of y'all saw it. Excuse me. TV One.
Yeah, I seen it.
They had a town hall meeting on the Baltimore Rebellion. For some reason, my comments didn't make the final edit. But something in me said, go to the slave dungeon. I went down there. Something about that slave ship in Baltimore, y'all. This is the closest thing to the real thing. If you've never been to the Great Blacks and Wax Museum, it only costs $12 to get in. It is black owned. Please, this summer, take the family. It's nothing like it. Hundreds of wax figures of our ancestors look just like them. I was only upset about one thing. They added a new room in the Blacks and Wax, a new display, the Obama room. I was going to light a match to that wax. But for those of you who want to experience the real thing, we're going back to Africa this summer, y'all. If you're interested in going, we're going from Thursday, July 23rd, to Thursday, August the 6th, 14 days. Last year, we went to Ghana alone. This year, we're going to Egypt and Ghana. We're going to take you to the pyramids. The Great Step Pyramid, you're going to see that. The Sphinx of Giza, 7 wonders of the world, you're going to see that. The Cairo Museum of African Antiquities, you're going to see that. We're going to show you where God first put us at. The greatest and highest civilization of all time. The one that the white man made Washington, D.C. as a carbon copy of. And then turned around and told you you wasn't even a human being. But here you is bootlegging my stuff before bootlegging even became popular. And then after we experience the high culture of Kemet, after you see the kings and the queens and the pyramids and the pharaohs, we're going to fly across the motherland to Ghana. And we're going to let you see the great high culture of the Ashanti and the Akan. And then we're going to take you to the dungeons of hell. We're going to take you to Elmina slave dungeon. We're going to take you to Cape Coast slave dungeon. When was the white picture of Jesus Christ painted, The Last Supper, by Leonardo da Vinci? When did they say Columbus set sail? 1492. The Last Supper was painted 1482. But guess what else was created in 1482? They made a white Jesus in a slave dungeon at the same time. You're going to learn this when we go over there, y'all. And it's something about the water outside of Elmina. It's something about the water outside of Cape Coast. It's so violent. I've never seen nothing like it. I think his ancestors smacking them rocks, saying, when are my ancestors going to wake the hell up and shake this thing? You're going to get a chance to get your African name by Nana Nketiah V, one of the paramount kings of the